A prayer of St.G, the pure. The pure will weep as they shall be asked to consider the greatness of the Lord. Great and greater and greatest, all are you. And though we knew somewhat, did not know. The music of the day could not describe the stillness of the night, the descent of the Lord upon the earth, who went among us, hushed perhaps to secrecy the birds, the trees with arms araised, the stones pleading to shout praise. It was then we were called into this pure presence, and which had descended, and which ascended, and which said that we would also. Our voices caught short of singing what would suffice and what glory was to be had. In any moment of our lives, if it could be seen, shall have stopped death already, shall have been astonied, that is, turned to the stone of amaze. Now we walk in two ethers, ourselves groping to be or not to be, some significance. Above this, an infinite height, an infinite depth and breadth of purity bestowed, which is not natural to earth, but which came to us and stayed within the consciousness of life, but lived above, in all these dimensions, which is the holy life of the Lord. As though you were here and never left, for your spirit so did, as though some morsel of bread continued to feed us, some cruse of oil, though we were in danger of death, already were there and risen. What of these others among whom we walked? They did not say, what and who are these? For they could not see, nor we see or act what life was in the heavenlies while walking. The weeping shall be for what was, and for the pure joy of being now in the atmosphere of sanctity, saying, why was this not given before? Yet it was. It had not means to apprehend so great a thing, booned before time, and what trials were granted us in the refining. This where we sometimes strived for purity, thinking it were a human accomplishment. We now could obey because one did walk in obedience all his life. Obey to intent, if not to action. Obey to the eye of the Father, who viewed us purely. Then will come the meeting of these two, the consecrated life we lived upon the altar of one unhewn stone, and the very face of God. Weeping uncontrollably, perhaps you too, for it was an emotion unspent, for it was unknown, the eternal life of God. So far from us, so that there was no expectation of a realized life, so near in that already we are within you, and you in us. You are satisfied that it is quietly lived, teaching whom will be brought before us, after which we fall short of describing it, though a man can swim mystically in Isaiah, in Daniel, and in others. You have not sent a mystical life. We walk nakedly among naked men. Thus all is seen, but only that which can be seen. We rejoiced with glad hearts when we went out to see the goodness of the Lord. David the king, though he was despised for both his lives, that upon earth, that in the heavens, danced before the Lord. Weeping? Yes, we weep for the victory you have given us.